athletes with Stacey Ann Williams in lane 6. Diggs right outside of her in lane 7. You want to be first or second so that you automatically qualify to Saturday's final. 8 athletes in these semis. They're looking for 9 athletes in the final. So as you mentioned, Robert, a real advantage for Stacey Ann Williams being inside Talitha Diggs. Diggs not going out as hard as we oftentimes see her doing. Very even for the first 150 meters.
Oh, yeah. And Shea Anderson from UCLA is also making up the stagger just a little bit on Stacey Ann Williams. Look out for her. She was 3rd at Pac-12 in the 200 and 2nd in the 400.
As they round the turn, not much has changed. Shea Anderson coming up on Stacey Ann Williams' left shoulder. And Diggs needs to make a move because Williams goes by her. It's Anderson followed by Stacey Ann Williams and then Diggs. Anderson starting to fade now, and here comes Talitha Diggs. It's going to be Stacey Ann Williams and Talitha Diggs. Diggs might get the heat. She does. Diggs wins it over Stacey Ann Williams. They both automatically qualifying through to Saturday's final. 50.08 for Diggs, which is a lifetime best.
Yeah, how about that? A lifetime best in the semifinal. I don't even think she ran the race that she really wanted to. She had to really push coming down the last 50 meters to win this race. Right here, she finds herself behind coming off the turf with Shea Anderson and also Stacey Ann Williams. But look at her go to her arms. You know that her legs are probably gone at this point, and they always tell you when your legs go, run with your arms and get to the finish. And she does a great job of that. So I know that she probably feels like she can run even faster come the final, and that's scary.
Well, she's got a mom that ran the 800, an aunt that ran the 800 3 times to the U.S., another aunt who was a 400-meter world champion, and a coach in the family, several coaches in the family as well. Fastest qualifier in meet history, faster than a thing Mo ran last year in the semifinal. Diggs with a lifetime best leads that first semifinal heat with 50.08. Stacey Ann Williams easily qualifying at 50.18, and Shea Anderson gets 3rd with 50.94, which is just off of her lifetime best. So we're going to move over to the long jump. They're in the prelims. They're using both of the pits here at Hayward Field. 12 athletes on each of the 2 pits. And you can see there is our board on the left side. They're in the first round. And Usoro up on that inside runway. Not terrible at the north, south, east, west stuff, so it's just the one most close to the infield. Bolden of LSU also up, Serena Bolden. This is Usoro. Very early on, that was Elizabeth White from Southern Utah. So they're just in the prelim. They take their first 3 jumps in the advanced 9 for the final 3 jumps. And this is a final. So we will try and revisit this event as it heats up. Of course, Jasmine Moore of Florida really being looked for by Mike Holloway to score big points. She's already over 22 feet. Second semifinal in the 400 meters. This one featuring Cherokee Young, the collegiate leader in the event at 49.87.
Yes, Cherokee Young, as you said, she's the collegiate leader. Number 4 time in collegiate history in the 400-meter dash. Now, she was 5th in this event last year, so as I've said, amongst other qualifiers, they are all trying to put it down this year so they can walk away, possibly from her college career. I know she's only a sophomore, but if she puts down a time like she has on her personal best of 49.87, she might not be here much longer, guys.
There are the Leanna Simons. That is the number 2 time in the world so far, by the way. And out in lane 8 from Southern Cal, Jatayu Ford from Pompano Beach, Florida. She's running for USC. There she is. So a bit of an advantage for Cherokee Young being inside this youngster from Southern Cal. She's run 51.22. Also Taylor Manson of Florida in this heat down in lane 5. Also for USC, Bailey Lear in lane 3. So very important semifinal race for the Trojans and the Gators. It's all about getting your personnel through to Saturday's final. Nobody's scoring points on the track today except the 10,000 meter runners. It looks like Dunmore was able to hold it off. She was tying up in a big way, but Cherokee Young just jogs a 50.46. Nobody headed her, and it was Mackenzie Dunmore of South Carolina getting that second automatic qualifying spot over Taya Shelby. That finish line was not coming fast enough.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, Cherokee Young, legs were probably a little gone there. She was on pace to do something special, but right there, they always tell you run through the line, not to the line. And that's the difference between Mackenzie Dunmore making it into the final and Taya Shelby not getting in.
Significantly slower than the first semifinal heat. 51.73, the bubble time so far with just one semifinal heat remaining. But Dunmore very happy to have held off Shelby for that second automatic qualifying position. And Cherokee Young around 50.46 is downstairs with John.
Thank you, Dwight. You know, happiness is coming off the final turn 20 meters ahead of the field. How'd you feel about your race today?
Pretty good. I just wanted to come out here, make sure I qualified to the final, so I just did what I had to do for today.
How aware are you of what happened in the first heat? It's Talitha Diggs, who you know from the SEC and the times they run. How much are you keeping track of that?
I mean, like a championship like this brings out extraordinary performances. So seeing them in the first heat do pretty good, it's not a surprise to me.
What do you got left for us on Saturday?
I don't know. We just have to wait and see.
All right. Well, and we'll wait and see in the 4x4 later this evening. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Cherokee Young, Dwight.
All right, John. Well, the bubble time 51.64 with one race remaining. And we're starting to see it feel a little bit of cooling here at Hayward Field, but definitely warmer than it was on day number 1. As we get ready for our third and final semifinal in this 400 meters. And out in lane 7, this is Kennedy Simon, the junior from Texas.
Yeah, Kennedy Simon, the junior from Texas, as you said. She's from Atlanta, Georgia, and she's had a lot of indoor successes. She placed second at the 2022 NCAA indoors in the 400, and she's the 2-time indoor Big 12 champion in the event as well. Coming out here, last year she was 19th, so she definitely wants to improve upon that and be laid back just like her edges.
Also taking a look at lane 6, Alexis Holm from the University of Kentucky. She anchored that collegiate record 4x4 at SEC's, a 49.6 second split to claim that crown. And Lonnie Green describes her as a fierce competitor. You saw that on display at SEC Championship. She's looking to carry that over to the NCAAs. He described her race as that she has to set herself up to be able to handle that last 100 meters because it's inevitable the amount of stress and strain and pain you will be under in that last 100 as you saw in the previous heat. And he said with that veteran experience she brings in, just as you saw anchoring that relay at SECs, she has the ability to get right up there in the mix with Kennedy Simon.
Holmes ran 50.74 in that hot women's 400 meter final at SECs, so she has the flat speed. And the advantage of running inside Kennedy Simon, that's certainly a good lane draw for her. And they are both out pretty well in this first 100 meters.
Well, yeah, Kennedy Simon went out well. Now she's relaxing on the back stretch. She's got to make sure she doesn't give up too much time as they get to the second part of this race, which is always the most important part of the 400-meter dash.
Alexis Holmes definitely making up some of the stagger on Kennedy Simon as they go into the far curve. Tara Robinson-Jones of A&M is also there in lane number 8. But it is Simon coming off the curve first, followed by Alexis Holmes, and then making a move down in lane number 4. That is Rosie Effiong of Arkansas. But it is going to be Simon and then Holmes, 1-2. 50-45 for Kennedy Simon. That is a lifetime best for the junior from Texas.
Yes, Dwight, with all of these young women running personal